On here really fast. I was talking to a friend last week and she had gone to a makeup class and had a lot of recommendations of products, and one of them really intrigued my interest. I'm always on the lookout for a good primer. I have used dozens of different primers and for the most part they all have let me down. So this one was by e.l.f. It's a brand I've used previously. It's a pretty cheap brand, but I wasn't a huge fan of the regular primer. But this one, it's called a poreless putty primer. And I thought, well, why not? We'll give that one a try. So I used it yesterday and I really, really liked it. So I wanted to kind of show you guys what it is. It basically comes like this. You have to kind of scoop it out and it's like that. So it's almost like a lotion, basically. But it's a little bit thicker. And so when you kind of rub it around, you just put it on like this. And what I noticed yesterday is my makeup held all day. It did not come off my face. It didn't settle into my like fine lines. Like I have pretty deep lines on my forehead over here, and I notice that like here they'll tend to wrinkle, so like settle, so like I'll kind of do that and like rub them out during the day, and I didn't even have to do that. Like it was really, really good. So basically you're just going to put it on like this, rub it around, and then it says to just let sit for 30 seconds before you apply your makeup. So that's all I'm gonna do. It's just that simple. And I got this for $8, $8. So super cheap and highly recommended. Works really good. Okay, here's another one of my favorite beauty tips that I like to use is a blending sponge, but you get a little bit wet, you kind of wring it out, and then you take it and you simply lightly dab. I like to just, after I have foundation and concealer on, so you put your foundation on, then you put concealer over it where you want it, and then you just pat around, and that will help set it and help make it even and more blended. So see, it kind of helps smooth that out and then makes it blended. So that's another one of my favorite product tips. Here's another tip. It's really good for contouring. If you've already put dark on, my favorite is the highlighter. It really makes a difference and gives you dimension to your face and your makeup. So I like to do it here, kind of brighten up under my eyes. Again, it's very subtle. It's like a 3-piece, but I'm using this one down in the middle here. You go across the top of your nose. You kind of do these in a triangle. And then a little bit on top of your lip. Down on your chin. Kind of do it here. And then do it right here to add some more dimension to your jawline. And that's it. It's just that simple, but it adds a lot of dimension to your makeup and gives you a really nice, clean, polished look. Okay, another tip, obviously you can see I'm not going to show you how to do it in the interest of time, but eyebrows. I like to use a little eyebrow palette like this. I use the lighter one, an angled brush to angle them out, and then a flat one to go across and finish it. But you can see the difference. Look how much it just raises your whole face up with having a little bit more eyebrow. So that's another great tip that I love. All right, final tip I'm going to share with you guys is mascara. I use 2 different ones. People ask me all the time if I curl my eyelashes. I do not. I don't do any lengthening stuff to them. They just are what they are, but mascara application is everything. So I use one for lengthening and one for thickening. So when I start it, the foundation, like everything, is super important. So when you get in, you want to rub it right at the base. And by really rubbing it in at the base, it starts to pull those upwards, which is going to give you that longer curled effect without having long and curled ones. The other thing that I do with this one is I go on the back side of them. So I kind of close my eye and I just spin it across it like that and then pull it back up again, always from the very, very root down there. And that will start the foundation for a high lash line. Then you can switch to the thickening one. Again, I still will do the same thing, get in there at the base, but then I'll take it just to the tops and kind of do this in order to get it nice and thick in there. And then make sure you get in your corner and you smooth it out. And you can get these to look really nice without being clumpy or gross, and they have a great lash line. See the difference? It's all about application. Okay, I lied. One more bonus tip I wanted to share with you guys. Always have a Q-tip on hand. So like if you get, I don't really have much, but if like you get a couple little dots of mascara, you can do this. If you ever like boop and inadvertently put a huge stop inside, you can, if you apply enough pressure, you just kind of twist like this and it will pull it off without smearing all of your makeup. So this is really good if you also feel like you need to like blend some stuff. You can like do this and it's a much lighter touch and gives a more natural finish than what using your finger would do. So always keep one of these on hand.